Hey everyone. If it looks like I just woke up, I pretty much did. One thing that as a writer, you try to write whenever you can, and I thought I would take advantage of this morning when the other members of my house are still asleep. Not so much my animals, so you may hear them in the background, hopefully not. But I have my coffee and getting ready to write, hopefully. But I wanted to touch base on my new work in progress, the one that I've mentioned throughout a couple different videos. Lenny, my main character, she has evolved in so many different ways. Every time I sit down to write her or a scene for her or her dialogue, I just kind of zone out. And if you're a writer, you probably understand what I mean by that. She takes on a life of her own. Gosh, you can really tell I just woke up. My voice isn't working. Sorry. So Lenny, she has kind of the perfect suburban life in a little area just outside of Seattle, Washington. Cookie cutter type family, and her life is disrupted. There's a pretty large event that occurs. I'm trying to figure out what to say without giving too much away, and I haven't had any coffee yet, so this is not gonna work. Her life is disrupted and she is thrown into the foster care system. Some of the homes that she ends up in are fine, but at the time she's 11 and she's just too old for the first home she goes into. They wanted a younger child and they don't really know how to deal with the preteen. And of course she had this pretty large life event occur and she's shut down and pushed people out and won't let new people in. So they're just not sure what to do, and she's not a great fit, they're not a great fit. Moves on to another foster care home after she acts out and she's listed as problematic. Goes into a new home and that one's definitely different. They have 4 other fosters at the time. I think I wrote 4. Don't quote me on that, even though I'm the writer. She goes into the home. A lot of them are younger. She is still considered one of the older ones, but there is a boy in that particular home that is a bully, but he's very good at hiding it in front of the foster parents. So you hear a little bit about her history with that home. Sadly, and also in a good way, she gets pulled from that home. She ends up getting comfortable with it. She's there for quite a long time. I believe I said that she was there for 4 years, 5 years. Again, the story has changed so much that I can't even keep it straight right now. I tried to go back and reread it, which is one of the worst things that I personally can do for myself, but I have to because it's changed so much. Anyways, so she moves into another foster home, and this one is in Fawson, Washington, and they look like the perfect Christian family. Don't come at me. I should preface, this entire book is full of triggers. So if you are in any way with any feelers about anything, maybe just don't read it because you're probably gonna get upset. There will be a lot of trigger warnings at the beginning of the book, like all of them. So there's that. But she ends up in this, what appears to be an upstanding Christian home, Christian values, pillars of the community. They're thrilled that she's there. It doesn't take her long to realize that this tiny town is not what it appears to be on the outside. You follow Lenny's story throughout Fawson. Her life will evolve through, I originally said 5 books. I don't know if it's gonna stay 5 books. I kept going back and forth and saying, well, I'll do 5 books and then maybe I'll just do one large book and then break it into sections, kind of like I did with my trilogy. Knew it was always going to be 3 pieces, but I believe next year for the anniversary of Death Before Dishonor, I think I'm going to do a combo book of all the stories and just put them in one. You're going to start hearing my cat eat her cat food in the background. I apologize, but it's early morning here, so it is what it is. Excuse me. So as of right now, this new series is supposed to be 5 books. I had a completely different plan in place for said 5 books, and that has changed based off of the way that I've written Lenny's character. And I don't want to say what the original plan was because I may go back to it. I never know. I may use it for a different story. It's something I still really truly love the idea of as a crime fiction author, but I like Lenny's story better. So we're gonna go with it. We're gonna see where it goes. I hope I'm putting myself on a timeline to get this to alphas, my alpha team. What day is it? It's May something, right? May 3rd, I think. Sure, we're gonna say it's May 3rd. So for confusion, because I'm sure there's going to be some, you're probably watching this on a Monday. I'm sure this is several weeks into May at this point. I record all of my stuff ahead of time, then release it as a scheduled video, YouTube, whatever, on a Monday. I usually kind of package them all together, because I, like everybody else in the world, is super busy with family, friends, a job, and trying to do this in my free time is usually impossible. So I find any time that I can, like super early on a Saturday morning, cheers, and start recording. Speaking of, needed that. Okay, so let me know your thoughts. If you're an author, have you had that happen before where you had this vision of exactly what you wanted to do with your story, murder board, the outlines? I had outlines for the first few books of the 5-part series that I was originally planning to write. I've since scrapped them all, and now they're on sticky notes all over my work desk of what I want to write. I'm about 30,000-ish words in. I'm happy with about 80,000, and my alpha team, that's what I was going to say. Sorry, no coffee. I would love to get this to my alpha team by July. So I'm going to put myself on a timeline to force myself to write, to get this going, at least the first iteration of whatever this is going to be for Lenny's story. So stay tuned as I figure out my life, my writing life, and I hope you enjoy following along on this journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Anytime I upload a new video, you will get a notification. Thank you.